Good afternoon, everyone. What is going on? Shout out to the folks in the chat. Make sure you all hit that like button. Make sure you all hit that subscribe button. If you're new to the channel, keep sharing this channel out. I would greatly appreciate it. What is going on? Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. How's everybody's day going? How's everybody's week going so far? Shout out to the folks in the chat. How we all doing, folks? What is going on? Game 2 between the New York Yankees and Cleveland Guardians. Go vote in that poll that I put out there. I want to see everybody's thoughts and see what people are thinking. The Yankees take the game tonight, take the series, or are they going to have to wait till tomorrow night? You go vote. Let me know. All right. But shout out to the folks in the chat. Let me say what's up to the folks in the chat. Looks like we got quite a few people, so that's what's up. We got Jacob Petruzzi in the building. We got Desiree in the building. Brooklyn is in the house. Susan's in the building. The number one Anthony Volpe basher of the chat. And nobody's going to take that away from her. Nosebleeds in the building. What's up, sir? How's it going? And Ace Avenue is in the building. What up, Ace? Shout out to my guy, Ace. Make sure you all go subscribe to the Ace Avenue. Does a really good job over there. Recently broke 2K. He's also doing the play-by-play today. And if you're a big movie buff like he is, go check out his movie reviews. He does a bunch of movie reviews, does a really good job at that. So go check out my guy Ace if you are not subscribed to his channel. And I don't know if Petruzzi's still in the chat, but post that link, man. And Ace, post that link. Go for it. Theo's in the building. What up, man? Stephen B is in the building. What is up? Who else we got? We got Robert in the building. What is up? We got the other Jacob in the building. What up, Frederick? How's it going? We got Dev Finch in the building. What is up? But shout out to the folks in the chat. What's up? What's up? What's up? How's it going? How we feeling? Is everybody in a good mood? Everybody having a good day? Everybody having a good week? I hope you are. We got Giku in the building. What up, Giku? How's it going? What's up? What's up? But Game 2 tonight between the Yankees and the Guardians. We got LL Ortiz versus Clark Schmidt. You know, it'll be an interesting matchup, right, between both pitchers. So just to pull up quick stats about them. Let's see what we got here. So Ortiz, who is the right-handed pitcher for the Guardians, starting pitcher tonight, 2-6 record with a 4.40 ERA. He's got 64 strikeouts, a whip of 1.43 with 30 walks. Clark Schmidt with a 2-2 record, 3.95 ERA, 42 strikeouts, 1.27 whip, 20 walks. You know, Schmidt's looked a little bit better in his recent outings. Let's see how he does against the Guardians tonight. His last outing against the Guardians, not the greatest, right? It wasn't great, but you have to remember that was when he came back from his injury. He was still trying to get acclimated, trying to get himself into the swing of things. But I think, you know, this time it could be a different story. And, you know, we'll get into those predictions. But there's other Yankee news, though, right? So this was put out. There's a couple of tweets put out by Brian Hogue. And one of them is about Jason Dominguez. He said that Jason Dominguez said his thumb is feeling better today. He's receiving treatment and may resume swinging a bat today. Aaron Boone said he's available off the bench as a pinch runner for sure. So they could use him as a pinch runner. As far as the status goes, it's day to day. So it doesn't seem like it's anything serious. But let's see how he does, how he recovers. He should recover fine. I would imagine. It doesn't sound like the injury is severe, right? But hopefully he's back sooner rather than later in the lineup. If not in this series, then definitely for the Red Sox series coming up this weekend. And then there was a tweet about Giancarlo Stanton. So Aaron Boone said he doesn't know what will come next for Giancarlo Stanton. Today in Tampa, Stanton went through a workout, but did not take live at bats. Boone said Stanton could be returning to New York, awaiting next steps. So Boone, he's just waiting on what's going to be the next steps for Giancarlo Stanton in his recovery process, in his comeback, and when will he come back in the for the Yankees? When is he going to be back in the lineup? So those are some question marks. It sounds like Aaron Boone is saying that he'll probably have more information within the next 24 hours. So that's at least the bad news that I can give you based on the tweets that are put out. But we got to talk about last night's game. Last night's game was an interesting one, right? What's up, Jonathan? How's it going? Last night's game was an interesting one. Yankees bats were struggling early on, and then they were finally able to get on the board. And then you had the Guardians tied up till the bottom of the seventh. Jazz Chisholm, Anthony Volpe, both hitting solo home runs. And it got a little scary there. It got a little dicey there with Devin Williams, right? He's right now the big name that that a lot of folks are going to be talking about. Some like him, some don't, right? And he almost had the game tied up, right? He almost gave up the lead. The Guardians almost tied it up. They could have potentially maybe came back and won it, but he held on. And the Yankees ended up winning that game 3-2. It was a nail-biter of an inning. But he came through in the clutch. So he came through when it mattered. But, I put out a tweet yesterday when it came to Devin Williams that, look, this is in Luke Weaver's absence. This is his time to step up. This is his time to put up or shut up, right? He's got to prove himself. After all, there was a reason why the Yankees had traded for him. Because they wanted a closer, right? They could have stuck with Luke Weaver, which they could have, but they decided, we'll trade for Devin Williams. So they traded for Devin Williams for the reason that he's a closer and he's able to help the team out. Now it's been a bit of a rocky start for him as a closer. But when they took him out of that closer role, he's looked a lot better. He's pitched a lot better. But, when you put him back in that closer role, there's a little bit of a struggle there. There's a little bit of a mental block there, if you want to call it a mental block. However, he came through last night. I mean, he didn't give up the lead. The game wasn't tied. He was able to close it out. But he's got to prove himself. Right, he has to prove himself. This is his time to, again, to step up, to put up or shut up. After all, he is in a contract year, so he wants teams to know that he's able to close out games. He wants teams to know that he is dependable, that they can be confident in him closing out games. After all, he is going to be looking for a big contract after this season, right? But he has to step up. He has to step up. He has to prove that. So. If it becomes a thing where he's not able to close out games, if he starts blowing saves, what do the Yankees do? What do they do in Luke Weaver's absence? That's something I'll ask. I mean, who's going to close out the games in Luke Weaver's absence? If it's not Devin Williams, then who? Are you confident that Fernando Cruz could do it? Are you confident that Mark Leiter Jr. could do it? I mean, are you confident in Ian Hamilton closing out games? I mean, I'll ask that question. So I mean, I'll let you all discuss that amongst yourselves. Yeah, I think so too, Stephen B. I think with Williams, it's a mental thing. I think he has the stuff. He definitely has the stuff. He does, but I truly do think it's a mental thing. Once he could get over that mental thing, then I think he's going to be fine. So that's up to him though. That's up to him. He's gotta go out there and make it happen. And I don't know if anybody else saw this on Twitter or another social media website. Did anybody see, just for the fun of it, did anybody see Paul Goldschmidt taking reps at second base? And no, I'm not suggesting the Yankees should move Paul Goldschmidt to second base. Just like how, some of the fan base was liking the idea of Ben Rice playing third. I'm personally against it. That's just me, though. I know some people are for it. But, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, and I respect it. But, it was cool. It was kind of cool to see Goldschmidt taking reps at second base. I guess, I don't know if it's something that's, something in the works or just something that he that's just, he's just doing it for fun, just doing it for practice. But I thought it was interesting to see. But yeah, I just thought I'd share that. But anyhow, let's get into tonight's game. Game 2 between the Yankees and the Guardians. Do the Yankees take the series, or do they take the series tomorrow in the rubber match? What are we thinking? So far, 16 votes, and 94% of you said tonight they take the series, right? Susan says Goldie at second. Heck no, nah. I am definitely not. I'm not for that. I'm not for that either. But it's probably just for the fun of it that they did that. But let me pull up this lineup here real quick. Let's talk about the lineup. So here's your lineup right here, folks. It is Trent Grisham leading things off. He'll be playing center field. Ben Rice batting second. He'll be DHing. Aaron Judge batting third. He'll be playing right field. Cody Bellinger batting cleanup, playing left field. Paul Goldschmidt batting fifth, playing first base. Jazz Chisholm Jr. batting sixth. He'll be playing third base. Anthony Volpe batting seventh. He'll be playing shortstop. Austin Wells is at the dish tonight. He'll be batting eighth. And DJ LeMahieu will be batting ninth. He'll be playing second base. And on the mound today, folks, it is Clark Schmidt. Folks in the lineup, pretty much the same lineup as yesterday. The only difference was J.C. Escada was in the lineup last night. This time it's Austin Wells. You don't have Dominguez, obviously, but Dominguez is available off the bench in a pinch run situation. But folks in the chat, what do you think about this lineup? Right off the bat, I like the fact that Volpe's batting seventh, right? I like him batting lower in the lineup. I think once, Giancarlo Stanton gets back, he's probably going to move down even lower. So he'll probably be batting in that eighth spot, if anything. So, but we'll wait till Giancarlo Stanton gets back. Yeah, it's a good lineup. I like the lineup. It's the lineup is like yesterday. But Volpe, right? He gets his criticisms, but he hit that solo home run. It was great. It was great to see. I love when he's able to come through. Now it's just a matter of keeping that consistency. So we'll see what happens in tonight's game. Let's see what happens in with Clark Schmidt and how he does. Hopefully he has a better outing this time around as opposed to last time. Again, last time he got hit. And, let's just hope that he has a better outing. What's up there, Beagle? So what is going on? What's up? But let's get into these predictions, people. Let's talk about these predictions. How do we feel about Clark Schmidt? Do we think he's going to have a pitch a gem tonight, or do we think that he's going to get hit? What are we thinking for Clark Schmidt? Drop those Clark Schmidt predictions. Let's talk about it. What do we got for Clark Schmidt, people? Why do the Yankees never utilize the running game? They have guys with speed, but they never seem to use it in close ball games. It can make the difference. I mean, what do you mean by running game? Like stealing bases? I mean, they've been doing that as of late. And when there's contact with the ball, those guys are going from first to third. It's not always station to station, right? Sometimes it is, but I mean they're doing more of the going from first to third, advancing the base runner. So as opposed to last year was station to station, first to second, second to third. They couldn't capitalize on certain opportunities there, John. But again, that's just I'm seeing what I'm seeing. Unless you see something different, and folks in the chat, once again, let me know. But let me know though in the chat what you all got for Clark Schmidt. Schmidt goes 4, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. Sean's going 6 innings pitched, 5 hits, 2 runs, 7 strikeouts, 2 walks. Considering that he had a rough start last time against the Guardians, I think it'll be similar tonight. Hope I'm wrong. Well, hopefully, man. What up, Rodney? How's it going there, dude? Nosebleeds going 6 innings pitched, 2 runs, 6 strikeouts, 2 walks. 6, hopefully, 5 hits, 4 walks, 2 runs. All right. 6 innings for Clark Schmidt. I think he'll allow home runs to Quan and Ramirez. Yeah, I mean, Quan's bat was quiet yesterday. Ramirez had a couple of hits. Ramirez was being a little bit of a problem yesterday or last night. So let's see what happens. Shout out to my man in Furnace. Let's see. Ronnie's going 6 innings, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts, 3 runs. Giku's going no-hitter tonight. Nice. What up there, Daniel Barry? What's going on? Thanks for popping in. Oh, snap. Shout out to Ronnie for the Strike Zone membership. Got to play that DJ air horn sound. Thank you so much. Shout out to Rodney, who is the recipient of that membership. Let me see who we got here. 11 Charlie 2-75. You are the recipient, so congratulations. Thank you so much. John Bazzini's asking at the trade deadline, who in your opinion will the Yankees try to obtain, and who are they most likely to get? I mean, I don't know about names, but one thing is for sure, I think they're going to go after 1 or 2 bullpen arms. That's what I think. I think they're going to go after 1 or 2 bullpen arms. So that's for sure. And I think they will go after a bat. They do need to go after a right-hander, a right-handed bat. So what's up, Joe? How's it going? But Zach Gallen, yeah, if they're going to go after a starter, I mean, I wouldn't mind Zach Gallen. He could be an option. As far as bats go, though, they could go after Eugenio Suarez from the Diamondbacks. I would have said Ryan McMahon, but he's a left-handed bat. But Suarez is a name that I'm looking at. Jake Bird from the Rockies, the pitcher from the Rockies, who throws some heat. I wouldn't mind the Yankees going after him. I was at Coors Field for all 3 of those games, and I saw him pitch. I'm like, that's a name that the Yankees could absolutely look at. What's up, Joe? He's saying Clark goes 5, 4 runs. So you're saying 5 innings, 4 runs? Yeah, but I'd like for them to go after Jake Bird. I think Eugenio Suarez might be an option. Yohan Moncada's name was being mentioned. However, I know he's hurt. I don't know how long he's going to be hurt for. But let's he could be another name that the Yankees could look at, should they choose to. What's up, Jared? How's it going? Yeah, dude, we play you guys on Friday. Heat in the late innings for the bullpen would be great. I think so too, John. I think the Yankees need somebody in the bullpen that could throw, that 98, 99, 100-mile-per-hour pitches. I do like Bird. Bird is one guy I'm looking at from the Rockies, but Rockies never really trade, no matter how bad they are. And once again, Rodney coming through with the Strike Zone membership. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And the recipient of that one, who is it? Oh, Jacob Frederick. There you go, dude. I don't know if he's still in the chat, but you are the recipient of that membership. About time someone who was here. Yeah, right. Well, that's a risk you take there, man. That's a risk you take. You gift a membership. YouTube just randomly picks. You just hope that it's the name that you're looking for, right? You just hope that it's the name that you're wishing for. So, but cool. But yeah, my prediction for Clark Schmidt, honestly, his last outing against the Guardians wasn't great. I have a feeling he might get hit. You know what I mean? And I hope I'm wrong. But I think he's gonna go 4 2/3. Ronnie, you gotta take the risk. Come on now. I think Clark Schmidt's gonna go 4 2/3. I think he'll have 4 strikeouts, 3 walks, and I think he's gonna give up 3 runs. I think his pitch count is gonna get high, late. I think the bats of the Guardians are gonna battle against him. They're gonna drive his pitch count up. So that's what I'm thinking for Clark Schmidt. I think he's gonna go 4 2/3, 4 strikeouts, 3 walks, and I think he's gonna give up 3 runs. But I hope I'm wrong. Wilkins says it'll be a miracle if Schmidt goes 5 innings. I mean, if he goes 5, I'll take 5 or 6 innings from Schmidt. You know what I mean? I'll take that all day. But once again, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But that's my prediction for Clark Schmidt. And yeah, Susan, that's been a big problem for him. He gets in these 0-2 counts. He just can't put the batter away. He just can't put him away. That's probably one of my frustrations with him. Or else I think he's a good pitcher. I really do. Ronnie says 6 innings. Wait for it, dude. If he goes 6 innings, I'll be very happy with that. I'll be extremely happy with that. So, but I'll take 6 innings from him. No doubt. But all right, let's get into these home run predictions, people. Who's going to hit one out of the park? Who's going to hit a home run tonight? Who do we have hitting a home run? I'm always going Judge, right? I'm always going to say Judge, and Judge is due for one, honestly. I'm going to say Judge. I'm going to say Judge. I'm going to say Judge, Ben Rice, and DJ. That's who I'm going with. So Judge with 2 home runs, DJ and Bellinger. Cool. Yeah, I'm going Judge, Rice, and DJ. It does take Clark Schmidt a few innings to settle, but once he does, man, he's on point, right? You can't miss. Stop nibbling on edges with 2 strikes. Yeah, I mean, at least he's not Marcus Stroman. I'll say that there, Nosebleed. Wilkins says Judges do and Belly for sure. I'll take those guys. Goldie and Rice for Susan. Judge and Belly. Wells and Belly. Judge is going to hit 2 tonight. I'll take that, John. Belly, DJ, and Jazz. Yeah, I'm going Judge, Rice, and DJ. Those are going to be my picks right there. Judge, DJ, and Ben Rice. Those are my home run picks. Any other home run picks out there? What else? What other home run predictions are we thinking? Wells and Belly for Nosebleed. Yeah. Like I said, once he's in a groove, though, you can't stop him. I mean, the guy does really well. So when he's on his game, and the bats just have to come through for him. That's the other thing too. So we also got to keep that in mind. He could be pitching a good game, and sometimes the bats don't come through. We've seen that. We have seen that with him last season, right? Not so much this season. I don't feel like, but the thing with Clark Schmidt is just he has to, keep the team in the game. The bats have to come through. Don't give up. Don't give up too many runs early on, right? You don't want to be, you don't want to give up. You don't want to be down 3-0 in the first or second inning. Yes, it's early in the game, but it just sucks to be down, 4 runs in the first couple of innings. Robert says Grisham and Goldschmidt are due for sure. So you got those two guys hitting home runs tonight. Those are your predictions. No doubt about it. But yeah, I got my 3 predictions. Let me know if anybody else has any other predictions. If not, we'll move on. We'll move on. We'll get into the other predictions. So we'll see who ends up hitting a home run tonight. Goldie, a little bit. He's not too bad, man. Listen, though, I've been saying this over the last week. I don't think any of us really expected Goldschmidt to have the batting average that he has right now. So, you know what? I'm not going to complain. And especially, only paying him $12.5 million after the bashing that the Yankees got for signing him. I'm not complaining. Judge and Volpe for Beagle. Susan saying Grisham's going back to his habit of swinging at bad pitches. Yeah, sometimes he swings at bad pitches or he strikes out looking. That's what's been happening. John is saying Judge is going to have a huge month in June he's going to fly by Ohtani. Yeah, let's go. Oh, shout out to my man Custodio, the king of the medium well stakes. What up, man? He says Judge, Wells, and Belly home runs. All right, I'll take it, bro. Yes. Yes, I'll take that. Judge, Wells, and Belly. Yeah, Wells is due. And this is a question for Susan Brooklyn. What's Volpe doing tonight? Yeah. Which let's get into the next question here. What? How many double plays did the Yankees hit into? What do we got for double plays? King of beef jerky. One double play by Nosebleed. I don't think the Yankees hit into any double plays yesterday, have they? I don't think they did. I think they hit into 0 double plays. Ronnie's going 3, Jake's going 3. Volpe hits into 1. All right, well there you go. There's your one Volpe double play. Yeah, I got jokes, bro. Vulcan says Volpe hits into 1 double play. I think the Yankees are going to hit into 1 double play. I'm not going to say it's going to be Volpe, but I think they're going to hit into 1, right? Susan says, I want to say Volpe will hit another home run, but I'm betting he's back to 2 double plays and he drops the ball. Oh, my God. Woo! You're just hurting Volpe's feelings right now. I hope Volpe's listening and comes through tonight there, Susan. Yeah, they didn't get to get on base. Yeah, I know. Freaking Tanner Bybee was pitching a perfect game at one point. He had a no-hitter going at one point. Yankees bats just didn't have an answer. Oh, Giku, they're going to have their reinforcements. Don't you worry. Guys are slowly but surely coming back. Yeah, it seems that way. So that's true, Desiree. So yeah, Susan, the more you bash Volpe, the better Volpe will play probably. And Ronnie, settle down. Chicken parm, maybe that will help. Yeah, the chicken parm seems to help him out. But yeah, but if he asks out, Susan would change her mind. I don't know. I don't know. Fair enough. All right. Any other double play predictions? We'll move on to score predictions here in a moment. Put up a 10 spot in the first inning. Yeah, I'm down with that. Let's make that happen. Let's get Susan a Brett Gardner jersey. Yo, we should, Custodio. We should get her a Brett Gardner jersey. Custodio, I'm expecting you to watch the fights this weekend. It's gonna be a good one. It's pay-per-view. The main event and co-main is gonna be good. Make sure you check it out there, Custodio. Just reminding you, bro. I'm trying to get you into combat sports. But let's get into these score predictions, people. Let's talk about tonight's score. What is tonight's score going to be? Let's talk about it. Rodney says 9-3. Nosebleed says 5-4. Let's check those score predictions. 9-3, 5-4. Ricardo, what up, man? What's going on, Ricardo? What's up? 7-4 by Welkin. Oh, Didi Gregorius was a great shortstop. Absolutely, he was. I love Didi Gregorius, man, for sure. 9-0 by Giku. 4-3 by Rodney. Are you going 4-3 now? You switching up scores on me? 7-4 after Williams gives up 2 runs. Oh man. Oh my God. Rodney's going 7-5. Well, you got to be careful with that number 11. Some people could think it's Chuck Knobloch there, Custodio. Just saying. DD Gregory is us. 10. Now you're just throwing out score predictions. All right, Ronnie, stick to 1, will you? Susan's going 5-3 Guardians. Oh, that's it. Susan's spoken. Guardians are going to win. That's it. Yeah, Ronnie, I'm ignoring your predictions now. Now you're being a fool. 8-3 by Beagle. 8-4 by Custodio. All right. I'm going. You know what? I'm gonna say. I think last night's predictions. What did I say? I don't even remember, but I'm gonna say 6-5. I'm going 6-5 for tonight's game. 8-2 Yankees by Sean. Desiree's going 7-5. I'm going 6-5. Susan looking into her crystal ball. Oh boy. Just covering your bases. Well, stick to 1. I bet Judge likes his medium steaks. Well, all the greats do. Listen, I don't care how Judge likes his steaks. I just want him going out there and smashing balls, bro. Pause. And I want him going out there winning, helping this team. So he can eat his steak however he wants. The man is getting paid. I'm not, whatever. I don't care if he likes his steaks medium well. You, on the other hand, sir, we need to talk. But let's. Judge has class, medium well. Yeah, there's nothing class about medium well, but hey, that's just my opinion. But see, Custodio, you started a war, dude. You started a war. You see what you did? But let's see. 33 votes, 88% of you said that the Yankees do take the series tonight. John is going rare. See, rare is can't do it. Brian says mashed potatoes. Jason's been to combat. He gets a pass. Yeah, he served. I mean, he served. He did. Still going to give him a little bit of a hard time, though. 5-3 Yankees. Schmidt goes 6 innings, 5 strikeouts, 2 runs. If he goes 6, man, I'll be very happy. Medium for fatty steaks, medium rare, everything else. Let's go, Welkin. Rare to medium. No doubt. All right. Okay, so what do we got? Let's talk dinner. Let's talk food. It's everybody's favorite segment. This is where everybody should be participating. What do we got for dinner tonight? What's everybody munching on? What's everybody eating? What are you all going to be snacking on anything? Where is the chef? Yeah, where's Chef Nick, man? We're missing the chef because the chef always gives ideas. Susan's going falafel. Ronnie's going nachos. Sean is going medium well, but he'll take medium rare as well. All right, I'll let you pass with that one there, Sean. Silogasm, what's up, man? He says, I'm about to eat a sausage, egg, and cheese on a roll with some tater tots. Okay. On a roll. Wife chefing up some chili. Smash burger. Ooh, there you go. Ground beef from the freezer for the wife, so who knows what she's making. Well, it better be something healthy there in Furnace. Remember, you're in fight camp. Don't think I forgot. Hamburger with egg, meatloaf and mashed potatoes, and Desiree now wants falafel. Here we go. Hungry after a 27-hour fast. Jeez, there, Beagle. Burgers and macaroni salad. And Furnace. Yeah, and Furnace says absolutely. Yeah, I don't think I forgot, man. I know you're in camp. Get those hands working, boy. On the stationary break right now as you speak. All right, cool. Dan, you're typing away and riding that stationary bike. Stay focused, bro. Stay focused. But I appreciate you tuning in. That's what's up. Get him, trainer, Desiree says. He's got his trainer. I know his trainer's on top of him. Because boxing trainers, they don't play. That's one thing I have learned. And Furnace is ready for Mayweather. It's a challenge. As long as you're getting paid well in Furnace to fight Mayweather, I think you're going to be fine there, buddy. You make sure you're getting paid well. Make sure Mayweather Promotions is paying you if you're going to fight Floyd Mayweather. But any other food comments? Let's talk about the foods. Let's talk about food. What are we eating, folks? What are the food? I'm always curious to see what people are eating. So, Furnace is not ready for Mayweather. I understand. Yeah, meatloaf. Meatloaf does sound great, doesn't it? Silogasm, Clark Schmidt's on the bump, man. He's on the bump tonight for the Yankees. So let me know what you're thinking about that. Let me know what you all think about that. You fast 2 times a week there, John? Okay. Yeah, I know all about fasting. That's for sure. Something I do, no doubt. Salad with chopped roast chicken. Well, it ain't Friday, so it ain't pizza night for you there, Nosebleed. See, I remember these things. But salad with chopped roast chicken, that sounds really good. Yeah, it's Clark Schmidt. He's the starting pitcher. Do we think that Devin? Well, actually, we're probably not going to see Devin Williams tonight because I think he had close to like 30 pitches last night. So, in case the Yankees need somebody to close, right? If they come into that situation, who do you think will close? Warren dominates the Guardians to make up for his atrocious start against the Dodgers. Thanks for the info. Yeah, you're good, Silo. Jake is saying Cruz. John thinks they're going to go Cruz. Welkin thinks lighter. Susan says maybe Cruz. Nosebleed says Cruz. So, okay, yeah, he threw 30 pitches, right? Yeah, I knew it was pretty close. So Leiter Jr. probably, yeah, Loaisiga, he could be one, right? He could be a guy. I feel like the Yankees at one point wanted to make Loaisiga a closer, if I'm not mistaken, but the injuries just kept becoming were a constant issue with him. So, yeah, Johnny Lasagna. Yeah, Ricardo. Johnny Lasagna, Jonathan Loaisiga, whatever you want to, whatever name you want to call him. Well, you got to give him a little bit of time, Jake. Right? I mean, he just barely came back. Right? I mean, he's only been back for what, a couple of weeks now. You got to give him a little time. I think he's going to be fine. The biggest thing with him was his health. Was his health, and he's going up. He went up. He gave up 2 home runs against the Dodgers. I mean, it's the Dodgers, and those bats, they don't stop. They don't stop until the game is over. Walken says he trusts Lasagna over Devin. For sure, John. I got you. I haven't had beef jerky in a while. Although my friend, I think he made some, I forget which animal. I don't know if it was elk jerky or deer jerky. I forgot what animal it was, but that was some pretty good freaking jerky. Sorry, I'm just finishing the last of my coffee. Hopefully you all like the mug. But I got some water over here too. Just need to try and stay awake for tonight's game. I'm wired now, so I should be good. Yeah, Lasagna over Devin. I mean, it seems like people will trust. It seems like people will trust. A lot of people trust any of the bullpen arms over Devin Williams. So nice, John. I don't know. Like I said, with Devin Williams, he's got to prove himself, and I'm sure he wants to prove himself. After all, he's in a contract year. He wants to get paid. He wants to be able to prove that he can. He wants to be able to close games. That he's able to do it. He needs to prove that. So he's got a lot to prove. He's got a lot to prove. All right, so yeah, go make yourself some coffee. Make it happen. Make yourself some coffee. There you go. Got to stay awake for tonight's game. Hey, at least it ain't the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? I'll say that much. Yeah, no more West Coast games for the Yankees after having 2 in 1 month. I thought that was crazy, but here we are. You've been drinking coffee for the last hour. Desiree really trying to stay awake. Oh man. Yeah, usually if I have like coffee in the afternoons, I'm exhausted or tired. But usually I just only have like a couple in the morning, and that's about it. I don't really drink it that much, and I'll have like the occasional in the afternoon, whether it's American or Turkish. But it's rare for me. I don't want to be like too dependent on it either. You don't want to be too dependent on too much. Mashed potatoes with some. All right, Silo. Okay, sounds like you're doing a little bit of experimenting, huh? That's funny. I don't know if that's such a good idea. Yes, indeed. Travel to USA. Man, next year I want to go. Next year I do want to go visit some ballparks. I want to try and make that a goal. Definitely want to go see Citi Field. I've never been there yet. I've been to the new Yankee Stadium. Did anyone? What's up, Li? What's going on, dude? How are you? He's asking if anyone saw the interview Chris Rose had with Max Fried. No. What was the interview about there, dude? Yeah, for sure, Susan. I mean, I could still fall asleep too. Don't get me wrong. I just don't want to be dependent on it. What was that all about? And when did that interview go down? Yeah, I heard great things about Citi Field. I hear Citi Field is a nice stadium. It's better than the new Yankee Stadium. I've had Yankee fans say the same thing. So, must be true. But tell us a little bit about that interview there, Li. I sent it to you on Twitter, and Chris Rose asked him about the pressure in New York, and Max Fried said it's not any different than ATL. Yeah, but I think I know where you're going with this there, Li, because I know you've had a lot of you and I somewhat have gone back and forth on this, and I know you've gone back and forth a lot with other Yankees fans of like the pressure of New York. I think it's different for every player. That's what I think. But I didn't expect it for a guy. I didn't expect Max Fried to have like that kind of pressure. To be honest with you, probably doesn't affect him. But playing in Atlanta, I mean, Atlanta's that's a pretty big. The Braves are a big baseball team. They're a well-known baseball team. You know, I mean, maybe Atlanta's not as big of a city as New York, but there's still a major team though, right? So it's probably not gonna. He's probably not gonna feel the pressure. What up, TC? That's pretty impressive there, Sean. What up, TC? How's it going, man? What's going on? How's life? How are you feeling about tonight's game there, TC? What do you think? The Yankees are going to win tonight or what? Oh, we got Jordan in the building. He says Chisholm is a godsend to this team. Great teammate. I don't know where the idea came out that he's a clubhouse cancer. I don't know, Jordan. I don't know. Maybe maybe he was just unhappy with the Marlins, which, I mean, can you blame him? TC says Yanks win, of course. You think Clark Schmidt's going to have a good outing? That's interesting, Giku. You asked Evan Williams, he's going to say the same thing about New York and Milwaukee. I mean, you'd have to ask him. I think it's right now. It's a mental thing. I don't think I've ever seen Williams, be under this kind of pressure. I'm just saying. He's always done well, but yeah, I mean, in a non-closer situation with the Yankees, he's been fine. So with Jazz, and apparently he was mistreated by several veterans there. Well, I did hear about that too. So once again, he was just unhappy with the Marlins. What's up, Evan? How's it going? Schmidt is good for 5+, but bats are going to crush tonight. I mean, they have to. Well, yeah. Yeah, Jazz is out. Clark is a good pitcher, and Jazz is a great team player, man. I mean, he's just that guy that says, you know what, put me anywhere in the field, put me anywhere on the field. I don't care where you put me. I just want to help this team win. He wants to get a World Series. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. He wants to go out there and win. Oh, whoa. Hold up. TC saying Sean, we're doing well, but I do ask for some prayers for big time Jerry. He might have a blockage in artery and might need a procedure. All right, TC, folks in the chat, make sure you send your prayers, your positive thoughts for Mr. Cadil, Jerry, which is TC's father. So I've interacted with his dad a few times. He seems like a very good man. He's always seems like a very nice man, nice guy, always interactive in the chat. So make sure y'all send some positive thoughts, some prayers. But yeah, positive thoughts sent your way there, TC, and towards it for your father too, man. We wish him the best. All right. Hopefully your dad gets better, man. So we got you, dude. We got you. He lost his vision in one of his eyes, and they found blood behind his retina, so he's having some tests done. All right, TC. Well, hey man, you got my number. Keep me updated, all right? Let me know. Yeah, you're welcome, man. Just keep me updated there, bud. Keep me updated. Yeah, Yanks are definitely gonna win for big time Jerry. They're gonna definitely win for Mr. Deal. Yeah, so yeah, hit me up, dude. Just keep me updated. Let me know. Obviously, if you want to come in the chat and share with all of us, feel free by all means. I know we always talk baseball in here, but if anybody comes in and says, "Hey, I got this thing going on," there's somebody in the family, like, if you want to share that with us, feel free to share that with us. We're all here. Okay. So we're all a crew. We're all a family. You know how it goes. So what up, Billo? Cool. I appreciate everybody sending their best wishes. So thank you. Thank you all for doing that. You all are great for that. So thank you all so much. You're all fantastic. So yeah. What's up, Billo? How you doing, man? Good to see you, dude. What's going on? Shout out to Bill. We're missing the other Bill right now. We're missing Bill P. Yeah. Bill, how we feeling though, Billo? Are you what do you think? Yankees take the win tonight? They take the series? How we feeling? So, yeah, 90% of you said that the Yankees take the series tonight, so 40 votes. Oh, snap, there's the other Bill. Stressful times? Oh, man. Hopefully things are not too bad. We sweep the series. Yo, I'll take a sweep. I said 2 out of 3, but if they sweep, I'll take that, man. LI coming through saying that they're going to sweep. I'll take it, LI. I'll take it, man. Susan says can't see a sweep. I understand. Grisham, Rice, and Judge go back to back to back. Okay, those are your home run predictions. 25-2. That's a bold prediction there, Li. You know what? I like you for that. If they go 25-2, I wouldn't know what to say. That would be impressive. That would be an amazing June if they go 25-2. All right, I'm gonna hold you to that, Li. That's a very bold prediction. 24 and 3 to start, but they beat Dodgers. That was one of the losses. Well, yeah. June 1st, right? They beat the Dodgers. Yo, that I drinking the happy juice. That's funny. Oh, what's up, Freed fan? I haven't seen you in a while. Take the series. That's right. That's right. If I put $5,000 on the Yanks not making the playoffs, would you take that bet? I'll let everybody else answer that question. I don't gamble, so damn. Yeah. We got to save some wins for July and August, though. Well, especially August and September. I mean, that's when the games are really going to matter. Every game matters, right? Every game matters, but those games in August and September truly, truly matter. Bill says they're going to put up 10 runs. Dope. Nosebleed says no bet. Billo says stay off the week. Oh man, 25-2. Yeah, Li, real quick, Li. Let me get your opinion on this. I want to hear what you have to say. So far, right? I know we're not even halfway through the season. What do you like about this team so far? And what do you not like about this team so far? I'm curious to see your thoughts there, bud. Let me know. Yankees are getting 99 wins and will have home field through the postseason World Series. Li already making his predictions 4 months early. Yeah, TC says Li, they're good but not great yet. They need some help, especially against good teams. There's a couple of areas they need help. I'm not going to disagree with that, but I do like the I do like this 2025 Yankees team. I'll say that much right now. And I don't think anybody expected them to have the record that they have right now, especially with this team still being incomplete. So it's pretty impressive. The only team in a threat in the AL is the Tigers. Yeah, Tigers are a threat, and just like Ace said a couple of days ago, Yankees could be their own worst enemy. Yeah, Jordan says they need a third baseman or second baseman or a reliever. Well, they're definitely going to get a reliever or two. They're always looking in the pitching market, especially for bullpen arms. They're always looking for bullpen arms. True, Susan. Yeah, Tease. Jake says they need bullpen help and a starting pitcher and a bat or two to be competitive. I think they can get the World Series, but I don't think they can win without that help. I mean, like I said, they're going to be active in that deadline. I mean, Cashman's already spoken. Now it's just a matter of what Cashman's going to do. It looked like last night they had their hands full with Cleveland. I mean, Cleveland's still they're a bit of a pesky team. I mean, they got guys in that lineup that could hit. I mean, their pitching is not terrible, right? So, I don't sleep on the Guardians. According to the Pirates, I don't think they're going to trade Paul Skeens. And if they're going to trade Paul Skeens, if we're thinking Yankees trade for Paul Skeens, it's going to cost them a lot. Bullpen help, Big G getting back, exactly, Bill. Cashman may look in the discard bins, but some of those discard bins work out. Okay, so let's read this comment from Li. He says he loves the offense outside of second base or third base, wherever they want to put Jazz. The rotation is great, even though incomplete, in my opinion. Need one more starting pitcher and need a left-handed relief pitcher desperately. I hate the bullpen outside the big. Fair enough, Li. I will respect that. Well, Devin Williams scares a lot of us there at TC, but it's like I was saying a few times during the chat. This is his time to prove himself and prove that he's able to close out games. He's in a contract year. He's got to prove it to the other teams that are watching. After all, he's going to want that. He's going to want that contract. He's going to want that money. He wants to get paid. He wants that payday. It's as simple as that, man. Jake says he doesn't think Schmidt's a good enough starting pitcher to be a competitive in the World Series either. If they get there, he may be better out of the pen. Yeah, you're not the only one to think that there, Jake. You're not the only one to think that. There's been a few people who thought that. Yeah, I mean, Devin I mean, Williams so far has shown that he can. He's shown that he can, in a non-closer situation, the guy can absolutely pitch. Li, listen, I like Devin Williams. He struggled in closer roles, but he's done well in non-closer roles. So I don't have an issue with him. So Jordan thinks he's putting money on the Yankees trading for a starter and trading Schmidt for a third baseman or something, especially if Hill comes back strong. Well, we'll see, man. I mean, the Yankees are in an interesting situation, but in a good way, right? They're going to have reinforcements coming back. They have guys on that team that are playing extremely well. I'm liking this 2025 Yankees team. I'm liking the plan B. It's been working out, even with this team being incomplete still. Okay. They're gonna get some guys coming back, and I think once they get these guys coming back, once they make some good moves at the deadline, this team is definitely gonna be they're gonna be back in it. You know what I mean? So they're gonna be back in it. But yeah, trade Schmidt or Warren. Cam Schlittler's ready to shine. Well, Schlittler's he's making his way. He's making his way through. He's making his way through, man. He's coming up. Your 15th place. I haven't even checked the community board because I am going to slowly wrap it up here. But let's check that community board. Who's in first? Oh, Desiree, Susan, top 2. Sean Browning is at 3. Oh, snap. Yeah, I didn't even check the community board, but yeah, Desiree and Susan rocking out right here. How long until? I'm not giving up on Schlittler. I'm not giving up on any Yankees prospect that they play until they can't do it. I'll say that much, man. Li's in 6, cool. I'm all for giving the prospects a chance there, Li. You've never heard me bash, bro. I'm not part of that, so don't put me in that category. But folks in the chat, I am gonna wrap it up though. Let's wrap it up here. All right, I've gone just a little over an hour, but I do appreciate all you guys and gals tuning in for the pregame. Join me for the play-by-play. I hope to see all of you there. At least come in and say what's up, say hello. I would greatly appreciate it. You guys and gals are the best. You all are the best. Thank you to all the new subscribers. We're on the road to 1,700 subs. So if you're new and you're watching this channel, make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you're new to the channel, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. And as always, folks, let's go Yankees. We are out.